Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Puppet Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena, picking up with this Druid run. I have done fairly well lately, despite playing a little bit sloppily, and perhaps due to luck or due to people playing Arena more, there being more people, thus the overall skill level being lower. For whatever reason, I have been able to get away with it and have some good runs in the closing days of the Blackrock Mountain era. I actually don't know when the Grand Tournament expansion is going to fly out, but it is August. It's August 2 right now as I'm making this video, so it should be soon. I don't think it was late August. I think it was like early August that they were going to release that thing. I don't know. I'm not actually that excited about it. A lot of the released cards are just so bad, it almost hurts. Now, there have been some really good ones, but a lot of the released cards just seem really crappy. People on Reddit are joking, like, whenever like the latest shitty 2-drop comes out, like, and it's a nerf for Piloted Shredder, or like a really crappy spell comes out, like, oh, Nefarian got nerfed, and it's sort of a joke, but as the old saying goes, there's a grain of joke in every joke. Most of it's truth, and in this case, I'm kind of inclined to agree. So, we'll see. I mean, there are some people saying that like once the full set comes out, it's likely that not all the cards will be that terrible, but it really seems like, I don't know, maybe Blizzard's trying a little bit too aggressively to not have power creep. Who knows? So I could kill this. I could Wrath for a card to get the Divine Shield off and then Claw to kill it, but I think I'd rather just play the Acolyte. So this is a bit slower, but it is threatening to get some card advantage. I can pop off the shield and get a card. And then if she doesn't kill it, I can pop it again, so she has to do something about that Acolyte. And she's going to Frostbolt it. Alright, so I go up a card with this, because that gives me a card and she spent a card. Of course, she does have the Annoyatron out. So the question is, should I kill it? Alright, I'm going to do my favorite thing in the world, which is, okay, hedge my bets. I'm going to Shapeshift and ping off the shield, but I'm just going to play a creature and try to get a card up this way. I feel like, you know, I could have also Wrath this to get a card, but I'm doing okay on cards. I don't necessarily need more. I'd rather save this, because I'm kind of lacking for things to play, so I might need that 3 damage, depending on what my opponent does this turn. Let's say she plays a 4 toughness minion. I could Wrath and Shapeshift it. Unfortunately, she played a 5 toughness minion, which is really annoying. So, I think we're just going to play the Yeti and kill the Tron and call it a day. I don't really want to do anything about this because it's going to get the +2 attack. Right now, it doesn't kill the Yeti, and in fact, it stays at 1 health if it runs into the Yeti, meaning I can swipe something for extra value. Of course, if she just runs it into my Cub, the Yeti will finish this off. Now, next turn, I don't really want to play this. This is likely to die to just about any 5-drop and even most 4-drops that she could play, and that's not got a taunt to hide behind. This is the card I want to play, but I'm a mana shy of that. So, it's a little bit tricky. I'm hoping that she gives me something I can do swipe plus Shapeshift against. A Spectral Knight or something, on the other hand, would mess me up real bad. So would Sludge Belcher. Alright, she decides to go for the Fireball in order to have the card advantage. Alright, we got this, which is good with this. So I don't really want to play the Auctioneer right now. Did she give it a bonus health? Did she give it stealth? Because we both got a thing out of that Yeti. No, she got nothing. Okay, cool. So here, got a couple of options. I think I'm just going to keep it simple. We're going to play this and then kill this guy with either the Wrath or the Claw. So the Claw is easier to combo with the Auctioneer. The Wrath could give me a card later, but I'm doing fine on cards. I got the Auctioneer and I got Ancient of Lore. So card-wise, I'm okay. I think I'll just use the Wrath here and then see what she wants to do. The ideal outcome would be if she plays a 1 big minion, because in response to that, I can go Auctioneer and freeze it. If she plays a 4-drop and a 3-drop, it's a little bit more awkward, but this should be able to deal with most 3-drops, assuming, of course, it lands its attack. Alright, I can kill that with a Claw, but she still has 4 mana. But she doesn't have a 4-drop. She just has another 2-drop. This is great. So, there's a pretty good chance that this guy will get to kill something. So the only way, let's see, that this fails, If I run at this, there's a 50% chance that I'll hit it, and then even if I miss, there's a 50% chance that I'll hit this. So the odds of me killing nothing are only 1 in 4. Well, the motto is always draw cards first, but I think here I need to check to see whether this guy does land his 75% odds. And he does. Okay, perfect. So we can just do this, and that claw that I saved earlier, it's really, really good here. And I can kill that. So we got the dream situation. We have Gadgets and Auctioneer out with no enemies. Now mages have some answers for it. They can Frostbolt and shape and ping. They can ping this and flame cannon it. They can even use like that freaking volcanic fire thing. Oh yeah, mages are getting this terrible new card called Flame Lance. It's just so bad it hurts. It's 5 mana, deal 8 damage to a minion. So it's just like worse than Polymorph. And it's strictly worse than Assassinate. It's unbelievable how bad that is. So, she has the owl. Okay, so that's actually, I'm okay with this. I am not getting cards anymore, which is unfortunate. But I still have the 4/4, and I'm still going up a card against her. So this is okay. Alright, now I can actually swipe Shapeshift to get rid of this board. But I don't really see the reason to do that. Let's just keep it real simple here and play the Ironbark. In fact, I'm going to just even hit her in the face. I really don't see the point of stopping to kill this owl. I've got the damage here. She's really down on cards. She didn't have an answer to this. Unless she had a big game hunter in her draft and she kills the Ironbark with it right now, she's really, really screwed. On turn 6, she played a pair of 2-drops. She doesn't have good cards, barring top decks. She doesn't have good removal, barring top decks. I think I can just beat her to death. Alright, that's just a 6/6. Alright, so I think here I'm just going to keep on going with my strategy. We're going to go ahead and draw cards first, because you should always draw cards first. So now I'm even more ahead on cards. And I'm going to freeze this guy. And we're going to just hit her in the face. Boop. Wow. This is a carefully considered decision. I really feel that I can just kill her. 3. This is a ton of damage too if I have any minions standing. She actually top decks a Flame Strike, which now allows her to kill off the Ironbark with both of her minions. So had I used my Auctioneer to kill off this owl, a Flame Strike wouldn't let her kill my Ironbark. So perhaps I screwed up with this. Well, she now has 3 cards to my umpteen Scriptillion, so I don't feel like this is really that bad. Let's see. 4, 7, 9. I can innervate and put a Power of the Wild out. Let's see. If I hit her with this, it's 4, 5. Plus 4 is 9. It actually doesn't really kill her. Shoot, I really should have killed the owl. Then my Ironbark would still be standing. I think I messed up. I think I had the right idea, but I should have played around the Flame Strike. Alright, so what do we do here? I think I'm going to play this, this, and I am going to waste the Innervate slightly. So I still have an extra mana crystal that I'm not using. But what we're just going to do is, she top decked the Flame Strike. I got 2 taunts protecting a 5/3. Unless she top decks another Flame Strike, this will hit her and then swipe is the kill. So I feel like this is a pretty good chance. Even if she kills everything, this takes her down to 5 health. 5 more Shapeshifts will kill her. I still have some more damage in my deck, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, she froze that. Okay. It's making things a little bit scarier. Boy. She top decked a Snow Chugger to freeze me. So, oh my god, I could lose this game. It was all because I didn't kill the owl with my Auctioneer. That's what's going to make me lose if I lose this. Now, I still have a decent chance. I got 2, 4, 6, 7 damage, 8 damage. I almost kill her right now. Let's play this to freeze that. 2 can play the freezing game. Let's play this. Hit her in her face. So now I'm threatening to kill her with Swipe plus Shapeshift. The 3/9 taunt is kind of difficult to get rid of. She needs a Silencer or a Polymorph. Antique Healbot actually wouldn't save her because she played a Healbot. This is 5, 7, 8, 9 damage. All that would just get rid of the Warden. Then I'd have 12 damage and I would counteract the healing from the Healbot. Motion Warden, surprisingly not terrible. Alright, well, Chiclita doesn't have a Flame Strike off the top, or a Blizzard. She would have played those. Now, how's she going to stop this? With a Knife Juggler. Alright, that's not going to do it. Well played. Okay, I screwed that up. I should have killed her owl. I should have played around the top-decked Flame Strike because I was in such a commanding position. And because I didn't, that was to my detriment. It was harder to win that big game than it should have been. But anyway, that was still a relatively easy win for being at 6-1. And we're at 7 wins, yay! My gold is going to stay the same. Thanks to playing Brawl and making a lot of daily quests, I've actually been getting gold quite a bit. The fact that I've been hooked on Dungeon Mans lately has reduced how much Hearthstone I'm playing, and the fewer arenas you buy into, the faster your gold increases. We're up against so-and-so, the Paladin. Let's see, another mulligan hand. Total mulligan here. Total mulligan. Oh yeah, the new season started, so I have a new card back. Where's that card back? How do I change card backs, guys? Oh man, I feel like such an idiot. But yeah, I don't know where it is. Isn't it supposed to be in the options menu? I like how Blizzard's like, oh, can't have more than 9 deck slots. Too complicated for people, but then they put the card backs some random ass place. Alright, we have a secret. So, here's the deal. This could be a noble sacrifice, but I'd be really shocked if it were, because that's just going to die to the shapeshift. So, I feel like that's probably an Avenge, the other most likely secret. Unless he coins into a Scarlet Crusader, in which case I'm going to be pretty convinced it's a redemption. And that's what he did. Okay, so it's probably a redemption, which means what we have to do is play a little bit conservatively. I'm actually going to shapeshift to get rid of that shield, but I'm not going to trade. I'm just going to hit in the face. And I know that sucks because, you know, don't let paladins keep creatures, but I really feel like anytime someone plays Secret, Coin, Crusader, all quickly and confidently like that, it's because they're holding a redemption, which will bring the Scarlet Crusader back for 1 mana, which is really annoying. Oh my Christ, he is just not going to let me get away with murder here. So, he didn't trade. Look, he didn't trade because, you know, he wants me to kill this so he gets it back. Well, butts. This is a difficult situation to get out of. What I'm going to do here is shapeshift away this shield. And I'm going to play my other Panther now. So, this isn't really how I want things to go, and that's just, I'm giving Redemption way too much credit. But I want him to trade minions with me. This is, of course, opening it up to Argent Protectors and whatnot, giving him lots of extra value. Or a Consecration. I am just in no better shape than I was before, because now, you know, if it's an Avenge, I'm going to be so pissed. Like an Avenge, but he just happened to, you know, have the cards that made me think it was a redemption. Because then I would have just killed this and let this be Avenge, and that would have been fine. But I think it's a redemption. It's what he's been playing it like. And now I've got the health disadvantage, the board disadvantage. Well, the board is, I guess, is about equal. Oh, fuck. What is this shit? It's a Blessing of Kings. Oh, man. That lets him kill my guy. I don't have a swipe to get rid of this table. The board. Well, I gotta hope it's an Avenge, because if it's a redemption at this point, I'm screwed. It is, in fact, an Avenge, so I misplayed this. I should have hoped that it wasn't a redemption and killed that Scarlet Crusader earlier. So now he's got 5 cards, I got 5, so I'm not ahead on cards. He has the play and a huge health advantage. I'm toast. It's just over. So, do we recycle this? I mean, it is a 7-drop. I think it's a little bit too slow. I need to get some stuff down on the ground if I am to have any chance of winning this. I think spending my whole turn recycling that would have just conceded too much advantage. Oh, that's bad. Damn, that was really clever. You know, he had a Scarlet Crusader out. I could have just killed it. I could have just traded my Panther for it. And killed it, and then the Avenge wouldn't have fired, then I actually would have had a fighting chance this game if it was just an Avenge. But he played it like it was a Redemption, which was an amazing bluff. That was really well done. Damn. Now, I don't know. I guess what I have to do is some pretty nasty stuff. I have to do this. Then I have to claw, shapeshift, this. And then I do need to try to kill this thing. Oh, not gonna happen. The reason I needed to kill it is because Novice Engineer plus True Silver gets past it. Actually, if he silences this, then he just kills me. He is lethal. Crap. Wow. That was really well played on his part. I don't think I played badly. I think he played really well. Man, looks like he's got lethal here. He, I believe, deliberately bluffed the Redemption, and I was just smart enough to fall for it. It's one of those things where, like, if I had been a worse player, I would have been like, oh, time to just kill the Scarlet Crusader, and then I would have done it. But because I was thinking Redemption, the way he played that out, I played around it. Then he didn't play anything that was worth killing. He played a shielded minibot, and he never played recruits, so there was never anything for me to kill that would safely trigger Redemption by the time I was desperate enough to trigger it and hope it was an Avenge. It was an Avenge, but it was too late because he had the tempo advantage and more good cards to play. So yeah, maybe you just shouldn't get into staring contests. But then again, if it had been a Redemption, I had shapeshifted, thrown my Panther at it, spent my whole turn. He starts his turn with a Scarlet Crusader and 3 mana and can do whatever he wants. I don't think I would have been able to win that game either. Damn, damn, damn. Okay, disrespect. Don't mean none, but you're gonna die. Alright, we have a 2-3-4 curve. But we actually have a 1-2-3-4 curve. But this is just not a good enough 4-drop to get excited about. So I'm gonna mulligan it. And I think I will play back-to-back Panthers and an Ogre and see what happens by turn 4. It's good to have tempo, especially against Shamans with their totems. Let's see. Of course, this runs into Forked Lightning. But if he has the Forked Lightning, he's going to play it on turn 3. Then on turn 4, he's going to be missing half his mana. So I should be okay. Alright, this is actually good to see because it cycles a card basically and deals a damage. It's kind of like he played a Shiv that also healed him for 3, so I'm really stretching this metaphor, granted. But I'd rather see that than have him go up on the board. So I've got these 2 Panthers, 6 damage, it's kind of a lot. Power Mace, that's really unfortunate. So Fiery War Axe, even when overcosted by 1 mana, still really good. And of course now there's the scary thing that if he has a mech, then he's gonna get that mech +2/+2 when he uses up that tick other weapon. And he does in fact have a mech, so that's gonna be a 6/5, which doesn't die to my Ogre. Well, it does, but then of course I have to shapeshift it, even if it hits, which it isn't. Ugh. Alright. Well, I think we're going to go for the burn strategy here. Because he's down to 16. This is another 8 damage. He's down to 8. So, it's still a ways off from killing him, but I think that's my best shot. Of course, if this Ogre cooperates and actually hits him, that would help a lot, too. I don't have any Starfire in the deck. I only have 1 swipe. But I feel like with this situation, that's my best hope. So a coin flip coming up here. This is a really big deal, whether my Ogre can hit him in the face or not. And it does. Okay, that's really good. So I'm going to play the Sludge Belcher to just sort of slow him down. He needs a Hex here pretty badly. Hex this, kill it with the Shredder, and then kill the Ogre with his Yeti, and then he's fine. So does he have the Hex? Does he have the Hex? Alright, he's got Taunt, which is a problem, to be sure. So my thing lived, and it's still presenting a barrier, but he's got 2 things in the way for my Brute. I could Innervate the Ironbark. How impressive is that? Not too impressive, in my opinion. Alright, let's see. So what I want to do is Wrath to kill one of them off. And then This time I hope the ogre actually misses, because if he misses, he'll hit him in the face, which is good, or he'll kill a 2-3, which is also good. So I'm hoping for a big coin flip here. And it happened. Alright. Would have been best if he'd hit the face, but I'll take this. So here, I could give up my golem and just kill this thing and have him get a random 2-drop. Or I could swipe and keep the golem for later. I'm just gonna shapeshift and wait. He's down to 8 health. He's down to, with the swipe. If I can somehow get the arcane golem here to hit him, he's down to 4. Okay, now things are starting to get a little serious. He's got a 9, 13 damage. I might have to swipe this thing or use the arcane golem on it. I'm not sure what's better. Blood Knight doesn't really help. Alright, we're gonna swipe this thing. Please don't be taunt. Thank you. Now comes a critical moment, because either I hit this Flame Tongue or I hit him in the face. Alright, he hits me down to 10. Bloodlust, does that win him the game? It actually does. Not quite. It almost wins him the game, but not quite. You know what? I'm going to hit the Flame Tongue. So I know I've been kind of angling for a burn strategy here, but he doesn't seem to have a Hex. So he trades his 2-2 for my 4-2, plays some card. I respond with Iron Bark. I mean, maybe the Iron Bark will just be good enough to give me card advantage and let me win. Ah, frick, another Flame Tongue. That's not good. So with this, unfortunately, he now can throw the Spectral Knight and a Totem at my Iron Bark to kill it, which isn't that great. But I gotta play it. Shoot. The second Flame Tongue really messed me up. So now he's gonna win because I can't muster up enough damage to his face, and he's gonna hit me down to 9. So he's actually got the health advantage, the card advantage, and the play advantage. That's even worse. So now he gets to just hit me for 6 damage. Oh, what? This sucks. Oh my god. I've been so screwed several times as Shaman playing too many Flame Tongues. But this guy had 3 and managed to make them all be useful. Fuck him. Well, that, you know what it was? It was that stupid... Do I have enough mana? I actually do. Let's try this, see what happens. It was that stupid death mace, the power mace. That thing is what won him, because it gave him that huge shredder, and then I couldn't quite race him down fast enough. And of course, giving his minions taunt was really instrumental as well. Does he have a Wind Fury? He does. Wow. Just winning with all kinds of bad cards. That's unfortunate. I don't think this guy's deck was built right. I really don't. I think that he has too many Flame Tongues, and the Windspeaker is just bad. But he got lucky with the Power Mace Shredder combo, which is lucky to pull off in the arena, to have a 4 mana mech after you play a 3 mana weapon, which kills both of your opponent's creatures played to that point. So yeah, he got lucky, and so did the Paladin. I don't know, I know it sounds like I'm whining. I'm not exactly whining. I do think that I've been misplaying lately. I just don't think I misplayed in those 2 games. I think those 2 games I was more or less okay. The only game I think I really misplayed in any major way was the Mage game, which I ended up winning, so go figure. But who cares? We got 160 gold, so I made a 10 gold profit. Got a bunch of junky Goblins versus Gnomes cards. Man, even if there's only a 1/3 chance of getting new packs, or hell, even classic packs at this point, I'll take it. I am sick to death of Goblins versus Gnomes. Alright, we have Mage, Shaman, or Druid. So I don't want to do Druid again, of course. Let me update my stats sheet here. Let's do Shaman because I have a daily quest for it. Okay. This guy can be devastating, but honestly I don't think he's actually that good. We'll just take the Twilight Drake. Frost Shock's not good enough. We'll take the big 5-drop that wins games. Mr. Tinkers is solid, but I'm going to take Cult Master. I feel like that can be pretty good. The beefy 3-drop or the damaging 3-drop? I'm going to take the damaging one. I don't know if that's right or not, but I think that's the move I got to make there to try to make sure I have enough ways to burn my opponents out. Alright, Owls are important. 4 drops win games, or gotta have endgame. This is good with totems. I'm going to take the Stormwind Champion. For a different class, I might have taken the Yeti. Got an Epic. Earthshock is really good. The other cards are junk. I hate Crackle. I really hate that card. Should I take it because it's removal? I should. We're just going to have to deal with the fact that it's a worse Darkfire. Or, not Darkfire, Dark Bomb. Do I take a Bloodlust or Second Silence? Well, I've already got 1 Silence, 2 Silence. I don't think I actually need to take this. If I didn't have any Silence, I would take Spellbreaker, but since I already have good stuff on that front, we'll just take the Bloodlust. Wow, lots of Silence being offered here. So, let's see, we got 4 things. This is really expensive. It can win games, though. For 2 drops, I'm kind of pressed. I only have 1 playable minion at 2 mana or less, so we'll take the Creeper. Stoneforge Dax wins games. I have a little bit too much overload here. Elemental is broken as hell. Alright, here we'll take the Tron over the Spiteful Smith. Let's take that for some more removal and reach. I hate this thing. I have got enough expensive things. We'll take the Mech Warper. We'll take the Taunt, because that's good late game as well. Take this guy, because good 4 drops win games. I don't have any card draw here. I've already got a Wolf Rider. Let's take a Gnomish Inventor for some more draw. A second Hex, I think, is worth it. This guy's broken as fuck. Spell damage or potentially game-winning 2-drop. If I had more Taunt, this would look better, because if you can have Taunt, then late game it's good as well. You protect it behind the Taunt and maybe deal some critical damage with it. But I have a lot of spells. I'm going to take the spell damage. It's good later. And I seem to already have a ton of 2-drops. Let's take another one of those beefy things. More card draw. Grim Patron doesn't seem that good. We'll take one of these, although my deck's a bit expensive. So this deck, I don't know, it's okay. I got no Lightning Storms, but you can't count on that. It's a rare. I do have 2 Hexes and 2 Silences. And, you know, overall, Fire Elemental, Lightning Bolt, Crackle, some removal. Not that I want to sound like I'm speaking highly of Crackle, but I have a lot of removal. The main problem with this deck is it's just kind of greedy. It has a bit too much endgame, I think. You know, it would have been better to have more 5s and 6s rather than all these 7s I ended up picking up. And it also has a bit of a spike at the 2 mana level. That would have been better, I think, spread out more over 3 and 4. But we'll see what happens. Also, it has a lot of overload and no lava shocks to cancel it. Yiksk, the Warrior. Okay. My clock is wrong. It is not 10:09. I don't know how to make my computer stop automatically changing the time forever. It just like every now and then will like dial it back an hour for no reason. Gonna mulligan the Forked Lightning. I don't really want to play that early on. I'd rather just play my 2-drop and my 3-drop and hope for the best. This could have been a Spider Tank, which, I don't know, would look good here, certainly. Alright, well this is not as bad as a Zombie Chow because it only hits for 1 initially. So I'm not gonna go crazy coining into this, especially because it doesn't even kill the guy. We'll just play the Mech Warper next turn and hope that he doesn't have too strong of a follow-up. Well here's where I wish I could actually kill this with my hero ability. As it is, he's going to go up a card. Forked Lightning doesn't quite kill the Warbot, tragically. So now, Loot Hoarder runs in, gets a card, and the Warbot kills me off, so he's up a card. And then this is a terrible 3-drop. Because I should have taken Spider Tank. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. That was a misdraft. Scarlet Crusader does not die to Forked Lightning or to Wolf Rider. Using a Wolf Rider just... oh god, this is so unbelievably bad. Alright, I'm going to do this. This is actually awful because it overloads me. And of course I got the minimum damage. But I just need to try to catch up on the board. The 6 health survives the attack from both of these guys. I gotta try to make something happen here. That was a misdraft. I went for burn and removal when I already had enough removal, and shamans don't really go for burn. Does he seriously have a Spider Tank? No, he doesn't. He has a bunch of 2-drops. Interesting. So he's going for burn. What am I more concerned about? Am I gonna do this to kill something or put this in my hand? All this kills is the Warbot. And it puts me at overload. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my mana like this. I'm concerned mostly about these guys. Him for the mana discount and him because he can get enraged. He can get it at a 19, but that's still okay health-wise. I can play a weapon to finish this thing off if it's still alive. And then this. Yikes. Alright, so now he decides to kill my guy. That is sensible. Please don't have another minion. Okay, he has another minion, but it's okay. I needed to make sure that Forked Lightning could give me the kill. I'm going to be overloaded as hell for turn 6, but at least I can clear the board. So what we have to do is play the axe, hit this guy, taking 5 damage, which does kind of hurt. I play this, and then I play Forked Lightning. So I'm only going to have 3 mana on turn 6 to work with. Which means I can hex a big drop. Man, that's better than nothing. I wish I could play this on turn 6, but, well, can't have everything. It has been said that Blizzard screwed up with the balance of the Shaman's initial Overload cards, and I'm inclined to agree. I don't think Overload itself is a bad mechanic, but it just seems like a lot of the Overload cards are not very good. Alright, so Scarlet Crusader is good here. It kills my creature. Should I hex it? I'm going to hex it. This might seem like an aggressive hex, but I did just top deck my other one. And in the context of the board, I wanted to pass my turn that I had 3 mana without falling behind. So next turn, with 7 mana, I can hex and play the Sorcerer. So the ideal situation is if he plays a big drop, like an Ogre. Oh, please don't kill this. Don't kill this. Oh, he's actually not going to kill it. I was wondering, why would you play a Demolisher against opponent's 4-3? But I guess he did. Alrighty. So we're going to play this before it becomes any smaller. Or wait, I can actually play the Stormwind Champion here? Why don't I do that? Why don't I do that? So I could kill this thing, actually, by running both creatures at it. But no, let's kill the Demolisher. This guy I got for free. I don't even really care that much about him. He kills the Shield Bearer, then I can finish it off with my Raider. He clearly doesn't have removal against us, or he would have used it last turn when he played the Demolisher. This is a 4-4. Could be worse. Does he have an answer for the Stormwind Champion is the question. Not yet, but he can kill this. Aha, so Stormwind Champion's going to have to kill the Dragon, and then this weapon's Death Rattle will finish off my champion, unfortunately. That is, of course, unless I hex this thing. Then he can hit this Stormwind Champion. He can hit the Stormwind Champion and kill it, but I don't want to take a chance. So let's play this. Hopefully find a Taunt Totem. I didn't. I'm past it. Why didn't I play this guy? Yeah, I should have played this guy. I don't know why I made a totem instead of playing this guy. That's just a really weird thing. Okay, so this thing should actually live, thanks to the way that buffing works. Alright, please play something huge. Ah, this is annoying. It's not big enough to warrant hexing, but it actually holds up. It kills my 3-5. Fuck a duck. Do I just hex this and hope it doesn't have anything bigger? Ah, alrighty. Let's do this. Glad I got that 1-1 totem. Gives me a card. An Annoyatron. Oh, yes. So I'm delaying my 4-drop even more, but I think it's worth it. I could actually kill this thing with the Earth Shock. And I don't think it's worth spending the Earth Shock. I think it's going to hit my Annoyatron, and then I can kill it off and save the Earth Shock for later. Okay, does he have a cleave here? Looks like he does not. Alright, so Spell Damage Totem is good. I can Earth Shock the Shredder and then kill it with my thing. So that stops a 2-drop from coming out. I get a card from the Tron. Owl is interesting. Do I Lightning Bolt this thing? I don't think he can kill me. This is a bit risky because I am going on a 14. A Warrior could, in theory, burn you down pretty good. But he's only got 2 cards. It's a matter of time before I find my Taunt Totem. I feel like the Cult Master was the right pick. I think some people would have passed on it for whatever was out there. It was some other good card. Crusher is, in fact, a 9-9, but I can hex that. I can also silence it, and then trade my Sorcerer and my Lightning Bolt for it. I think I'm actually going to do that. That seems fine. So we'll do this. It's important to silence first. If you run in first, it would have been at 6 health. Get a card. Lightning Bolt this. Always play your minion that isn't the Ventricle Mercenary first. It's a mistake I've made more than once. That's the turn. So this is good. I've got a really big board. If he has a Brawl, he could win. Mind Control Tech might let him win. This Cult Master is just impervious, it seems. And if he doesn't have those brawls or the mind control attack or the Deathwing or something like that, he's going to lose, and he loses. Hooray! Well, I don't know, that wasn't super strong. I really regret not taking the spider tank. I hope there's at least one game in the future where it's like, okay, fine, I'm glad I got the spider tank, or they didn't take the spider tank after all. But that one was tough. I really wish I had the tank. I had to come back from behind. It was lucky that he pretty much ran out of steam and didn't have good removal for the stuff I played. Although he might have dug his own grave a bit, that pandaing the Crusader didn't really help him very much. But then again, I was lucky that I drew both hexes. Of course, I didn't ever use the second one, did I? Well, but if I hadn't drawn them both, I would have probably not used the one hex on the Scarlet Crusader. I don't think I would have taken that chance. So it was lucky I drew them both. It was lucky I had both to draw and that I drew them both, because that enabled me to make a risky play that wasn't actually risky if I could have seen the future, but that I wouldn't have made if I didn't have the insurance. Alright, we have the 2-3-4 curve. Unfortunately, my tribals aren't lining up. We got a mech with the dragon. So... there's Faceless. Sometimes that can serve as really bad removal. If the opponent plays a dangerous minion, you can copy it. And a lot of minions will take care of themselves, although it's obviously not as good as just having straight up removal. I don't have any mechs to go with the Mech Warper at the moment. I do have mechs in this deck. There's the Tron. There's something. I know it's not just the one mech. He's got a quick shot. Okay. Could be worse. This could have been giving him a card later. So there's the Tron. So we're going to play this, try to get some cards early, and then let's see, if he plays a big 3-drop, I'll answer it with this guy. He still has his coin, though. He could make a big 4-drop here. That could screw me up. Got a Grizzly, Faux-Shizzly. Alright, so it's anyone's game. Gonna kill the Acolyte, and I get a card for him doing that. Hopefully he doesn't have a Houndmaster, because that would make his bear into a 5-5. Oh, he's got a 5-drop. This isn't good. I don't like the fact that he's playing a 5-drop here. It's a Stampeding Kodo. No! Oh, that's the worst thing. Ah, it's just the worst goddamn thing. So there's nothing for me to copy. Guess we're just going to play that. Kill that. Make a totem. I actually would rather not have a taunt this time, because the Kodo could kill the taunt. Shucks! A doodle daisy. That's unfortunate. The Kodo stopping me from getting any, Oh, are you serious? Fuck, that's terrible. If it had just been the dogs, this Annoyatron could have stopped all three, but because they have a +1, he can now kill my thing, and my sorcerer, and even my totem if he wants. I actually kind of want to concede already, but we'll hold it out here. So, let's do this. Spell damage would have been the nicest thing. I'm just going to play this. It sucks that I have to do this, but I got to just play this to trade with this Kodo. I don't know what else I can do. I mean, I could have hexed the Kodo, I guess, but that's just like conceding that you lose. Also, the frog is a beast, so it actually have a +1/+1 buff from the wolf, which is embarrassing. Man, Hounds plus the wolf. What a terrible time for that to happen. So the Kodo for the Acolyte, and then the Hounds plus Direwolf Alpha. No, not Direwolf. Timberwolf. Was just more than I could handle. So another bad beat, we could say, in this game, if I do lose. It's possible I come back. My board technically trades with his board. So he has 5 cards, I have 4, soon to be 5. He's got the play, so he's definitely got a big advantage, but I can copy a big minion. On turn 8, I can copy it and hex his. I don't know how I'm going to actually win this, but it's not quite worth giving up it. Okay, so this isn't good because it's about to get really large. Is he really going to go for the face? Ah, he's going to give me a card so he can grow his hyena. I actually am not sure that that was the right play. I really don't think he did that right. I think he should have just traded the Kodo into the Cult Master. Alright, well here I'm happy to have a Wolf Rider, because I can do this. And I'm also going to hope again that I get a spell damage. Oh, not a spell damage. I can kill that thing. Spell damage would have let me kill one of these with a lightning bolt. Is it worth playing this? If I play this, I can't play Hex and Faceless next turn. But then again, I may not want to do that anyway. It's too bad I didn't get the spell damage. Alright, he's got a hunter. I don't have any way to really clear all this off efficiently. Well, I guess I can lightning bolt this and use the axe on this, but I gotta be watchful. There's no healing in this deck and he's a hunter, so I am just gonna die if he, if I get too low on health. Ah, I got my spell damage. Okay, that's good. So let's do this. We're gonna lightning bolt this. We're going to forked lightning this. I screwed up. I should have hit him in the face with my weapon. Shoot. Because then I could have played around explosive trap. But now, because I didn't do this, my totem and my geomancer will die. That is the kind of mistake that can cost you the game. Shoot. I screwed that up real bad. Damn. Alright, well, nothing really I can do about it now. I know it's not a snipe. I haven't attacked any of his minions yet with my minions, so it could still be a freezing trap. I guess I can hope. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I really didn't want to lose these two things. God damn it. Alright, well, you really don't want to get in a staring contest with hunters. But I'm going to play this thing. And then we'll just have to see. Call Master. Alright. Does he have a way of killing this thing? Ah. I see. Okay. So here's the moment of truth. Does he have a freezing trap or a explosive trap? I could actually copy his Cult Master. And then I could also Earth Shock the Cult Master, which will kill it. And then I can run both these guys at it. Or I could copy his this and Earth Shock the Cult Master. So I have 3/8 ton, it's a bit more protection. I could attack with this, and if it's a freezing trap, this will pop back into my hand. And if it pops back into my hand, I can play this to give this taunt, but they'll already have taunts. Whatever I'm copying has taunt. I've also got a hex here. I could use the hex and the Faceless Manipulator if this gets frozen trapped. All very interesting things. Alright, well, let's check for freezing trap with this. I think it's the right move. Okay, so it's an explosive trap. I know that now. Wait, I do want to copy this. So I can Earth Shock that. And do this. Get a card. And pass the turn. I screwed up again. And before playing the Faceless Manipulator, I should have hit him in the face to get that explosive trap out of the way. God darn it. Alrighty, well, it could be worse. So, I might actually have a chance of winning this. It's possible. He's got to do a lot of steady shots to kill me. Do I want to just kill this thing? I think I just want to kill this thing. So we're going to just kill it. Get a card. I'm going to finally get that explosive trap out of the way. Yeah. And now, I'm going to play this before it gets any smaller. And I'm going to take a little chance. I could give it taunt right now, but I'm going to hold out on that taunt for just a little bit. In fact, I'm going to do this. I don't want to take any chances. I'm just going to kill that thing. I'm hoping I can put taunt on both of these. So if he plays a charged creature, I'm going to regret not giving this taunt. But if he doesn't play a charged creature, it's going to be awesome because I'm going to play the Stormwind Champion and the Sunfury Protector, and I'm going to have two huge taunts. Alright, so the only thing I have to worry about is getting burnt out by kill commands and whatnot. So let's see. If I play this, I can crackle that thing. But you know what? I think I can trade some minions' health. That's fine. So we're gonna play the Stormwind Champion over here. I'm going to kill the creature with the thing I'm not using with taunt. And I'm gonna hit him in the face. And now, if he has a mind control tech or something, I can get screwed. But if he doesn't, I've got 11, 16, 19 damage. This will kill him with my weapon on the crackle. So he's got to have some really good answer to my board. And he doesn't. Okay, cool. So I made a daily quest. I don't actually think I did the damage to heroes because he had like 22 health when he conceded. So that one, yeah, still working on that. But we're going to come up on 45 minutes on the nose. That was pretty good. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like and or subscribe. And I will see you again soon. Take care, everyone.